But first, Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell. Does anyone believe her? I don't, and I'm going there early. I do not believe her. We don't believe you. You need more people. We don't believe you, Ghislaine. We think you're trying to buck for what you call it? Trying to buck for trying to get on that appeal right there. I got good news for everybody as well. We got new internet, y'all. Yeah. No more Spectrum. We're rocking with the V Verizon. That's right, y'all. I'm ready to get it in. Time to get the tie straight. That's right. We got everything good. I hear the audio over there. Got the little whistle in the back. How y'all doing this morning? Y'all know what we're about to do, right? I see you, Liberty, Batty, Jeffrey Spilker, Casey, Cat Dad, okay, Batty Lynn, just in case I miss you, because it's heavy up in here. Mark Dorfman, yeah, let's go. I'm ready, and I know y'all are. We about to get it in. I can't wait. Thank you, Lord, for giving us another day. Bless us all. I'm ready to go. It's time to start the show. They're ready to go. Let's get it poppin', yo, 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 yo. It's your turn. Yeah, you know what that means, right? We're going to charge up real big today. We're going to charge up real big today. Ding, ding, ding. Bling, bling, bling. It's 6 o'clock. Ready to rock. I know y'all ready, right? Huh? Come on, let's go. Get up off your ass. Y'all want to try? Or do we have to threaten them again? We got to do this every morning. Yeah. What? And I got my flexible suit on today. This one here feel like a sweatsuit, y'all. I'm about to do gymnastics and all types of stuff up in here today. That's right, it's Wednesday, y'all. That's right, August the 27th, and I'm up. Y'all know why I'm open, right? Y'all know why I'm open, right? Because once upon a time, not long ago, where people wore pajamas and lived life slow, where laws were stern and justice stood, and people were behaving like they ought to good, there was a little boy who was misled by another little boy, and this is what he said. Me and you tonight, we're going to make some cash, robbing old folks and making a dash. Peace, Slick Rick. Give him his flowers while he's still alive. Y'all ready? And y'all know why I'm open, right? Because if pump that B. It's Wednesday the 27th. That's right, y'all. 2025. I'm your host, and that, where we be talking about this and that, and that, and this, and this, and that just got me lit. That's right, y'all. Hump day. Y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that y'all came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Let's see who we got up in the building, because it's heavy up in here this morning. We got Liberty and Justice up in here. We got Batty Lynn up in the building. I see we got Mark Dorfman, Jeffrey Spilker, all the way from across the pond. That was salute to you, Jeff. Had to hit you with that Slick Rick right there this morning. What's up, Casey? How you doing? What's going on up in here? Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Always a pleasure to see all you guys up in here. Who else we got up in here? Yeah, I'm ready to get busy. I see Luigi. I see you, Luigi. I see you just pop back in. They had you in the float deck, but you good. How everybody doing this morning? It's Wednesday. Another day to be up. Thankful for the Lord's blessing. Problems present opportunities. Don't worry about the problem, because guess what? He gave us another day to bang at that nail. And guess what? If you put the nail in wrong, turn it around and take it out and try it again. That's right. As long as we have another day to keep on moving forward, that's all we really care about. You guys, y'all know what this is. This is our bottom line, where we come with no partisan, no bipartisan, no personal feelings, no attitudes, no whatevers, no inclusions, and no, what do they call those? Preservatives. We're straight up over here. We keep it 100. Republicans, independents, if you're a human being, whatever you are, you're welcome to be here. I can't wait because guess what? We got a full clip today. And guess what I want to do, you guys? I got 5 on it. I'm going to be stacking the deck with 5 videos at a time. I'm going to come back and see what you guys got to say in the comments. But guess what we got to do first? Let's get into these titles. Let's go, y'all. It's time for me to get to work. What do we have up here this morning? And like I said, we have brand new internet. I hope that it's going to be good. Y'all let me know how we doing on audio, and watch this video movement over here with the V, because Verizon, they're not playing. I threw those boxes back at Spectrum yesterday. Like, get this crap up out of here. We official now. Let's go. So what do we have here? We have Trump. Jeffrey Epstein's accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell. Does anyone believe her? Again, Jeffrey Epstein, accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell. Does anyone believe her? The DOJ has released voice audio recordings of, what was that, Todd Blanche's interview with her. Happened over a course of about 2 days. I don't believe her at all. I don't know what you guys feel. That's my opinion. We got to keep on going. What else do we have here? We got the cartel kingpin, Ismael El Mayo, who pleads guilty to drug trafficking. Yep, got him. And guess what? They ain't gonna let him out. Too many bricks, too much situations. And guess what? I think he did a plea to probably not get. Yeah, let's keep on going, because last but not least, what do we have over here? We've got Kristi Noem, who exposes the realities of Kilmar Abrego Garcia's charges. That's the illegal immigrant who was deported, brought back, deported, brought back again, and the next thing you know, now he's arrested again, and he's trying to go to court to try to get free again, you guys. That's what we got in the deck. It's going to be a fantastic Wednesday morning. I can't wait. It's time to get into these clips. Like I said, let me know where you're chiming in from. Also, like I said, let me know where you're chiming in from. Also, let me know what time it is. Let's get into this first clip of Trump, who dropped some bombshells on Ukrainian war. Also, he's saying that Putin is not the only problem when it comes down to this situation. Vladimir Zelensky is not so innocent either. Is what he's saying, not
you know
me.
that better than anybody. I can't believe it. You're not tired holding that? Look at this. How strong are you? How strong are you? Look at him. He's been holding that thing for 3 hours. You're a good fisherman.
Well,
Go ahead.
On the way to Alaska, you had mentioned that there would be severe consequences if Vladimir Putin did not agree to a ceasefire.
Yeah.
After that summit that was rolled back, get into the negotiations, is he back on the clock now?
I want to see that deal end. It's very serious what I have in mind if I have to do it, but I want to see it end. I think that in many ways he's there. Sometimes he'll be there and Zelensky won't be there. You know, it's like, who do we have today? I got to get them both at the same time. But I want to have it end. We have economic sanctions. I'm talking about economic, because we're not going to get into a world war. I'll tell you what, in my opinion, if I didn't win this race, Ukraine could have ended up in a world war. We're not going to end up in a world war anymore, but it would have ended up possibly in a world war. That would have been they were ready to trot. But just like India and Pakistan, we're going to end up in a nuclear war if I didn't stop them. You know, it's sort of strange. I saw they were fighting. Then I saw 7 jets were shot down. I said, that's not good. That's a lot of jets, you know. $150 million planes were shot down. A lot of them, 7, maybe more than that. They didn't even report the real number. I'm talking to a very terrific man, Modi of India. And I say, what's going on with you in Pakistan? Then I'm talking to Pakistan on trade. I said, what's going on with you in India? And the hatred was tremendous. Now, this has been going on for a hell of a long time, like sometimes with different names, for hundreds of years. But I said, what's going on? I said, I don't want to make a trade deal. No, we want to make a trade deal. I said, no, I don't want to make a trade deal with you. You're going to have a nuclear war. You guys are going to end up in a nuclear war. And that was very important to them. I said, call me back tomorrow, but we're not going to do any deals with you, or we're going to put tariffs on you that are so high. You were there, Howard, right? You're going to put tariffs on you that was so high, I don't give a damn. Your head's going to spin. You're not going to end up in a war. Within about 5 hours, it was done. It was done. Now, maybe it starts again. I don't know.
After that, he had to fire somebody. I think she's not going to step down, though. Did anybody hear about the situation right after this where in Washington, Trump fires the Fed governor, Lisa Cook? He said it on a Truth Social post. Cook says she refuses to resign. Keep on moving forward. You guys stack this deck. Like I said, I got 5 on it. Let's keep on moving forward. He let her go, but
President Trump taking his pressure on the Federal Reserve to a new level, firing Fed Governor Lisa Cook in a social media post. He'd been threatening to do so for days.
Yeah, fire her if she doesn't resign. Yeah, what she did was bad.
Trump pointing to allegations of mortgage fraud. Cook responding, President Trump purported to fire me for cause when no cause exists under the law. I will not resign. The president has repeatedly railed against the Fed and its chairman, Jerome Powell, for not lowering interest rates and making it cheaper for Americans to borrow money. Powell has resisted the move due to inflation concerns, though he recently signaled it may happen next month.
Should have cut him a year ago.
The president also testing his executive power yesterday in his fight with Democratic leaders of multiple states, signing an executive order that would create new specialized National Guard units to be deployed in cities for police work.
And we want to go from here to other places.
The president crediting his recent federal takeover of the D.C. Police Department for an immediate drop in crime.
Washington, D.C., sir, has not had a murder in 11 days. If you go back and check, it's been many years since we went a week without having a murder.
Now we're going to get into a little bit of Kilmar Abreu Garcia, that situation. You guys know that he got arrested yesterday. Basically, the day before. Basically taking him out right here. He's in custody now. Wrongfully deported man is what they're saying on this program. Kilmar Abreu Garcia detained again by ICE. As you guys see, he's on his way. They're putting paperwork in. Not only that, but he also filed a petition, a lawsuit, to try to petition to get out. So yeah, this is actual footage. I wanted you guys to see this. What do you guys think about this? Locked up. I told you they one size fits all. And if they're really serious, they put them on your waistline. Ooh, I know y'all gonna get me for that one. Ooh, I know y'all gonna get me for that one. Up, we gotta keep on moving forward, because like I said, we got a bunch in the deck. We're gonna get on and keep on moving forward. How you guys doing this morning? It's Wednesday. Come on, smile. That's right, smile. You're up. You're alive. Problems present opportunities. Time to keep on moving. Y'all ain't like that too much, right? Yeah, let's keep on moving forward. We gotta go back to Washington, where we watched this reporters. They're gonna be clashing with Trump. Calls him a communist, but it is not. I think like I said, some of these platforms, they actually play a lot and they try to play up the wording on the stuff that they say. But I wanted you guys to hear some of this information just because it has some context to it.
During the campaign, you called Kamala Harris a communist, but the Biden-Harris administration, they never called for nationalizing a private.
The reason I was supposed to go into this differently. Yesterday, I said something about not thinking that it was good for the U.S. government to have any parts of a private or a company, period. I think that they can play favorites, and I don't think that that's going to be good for competition, as well as, let's say if something happens, they can call up the government and say, hey, this is going on. And of course, the government has so much power that they can make things happen. I don't think that that's fair for a regular company to have that much power. So I do agree when it comes down to part of this.
Private company with the federal government, like you're proposing with it.
It's not based on law, and I think it's unconstitutional, and I'll probably be filing a suit on that pretty soon. Yeah, please.
During the campaign, you called Kamala Harris a communist, but the Biden-Harris administration, they never called for nationalizing a private company with the federal government, like you're proposing with Intel. What do you say to some who say this is a bit hypocritical? And is this the new way of doing industrial policy?
Yeah, sure it is. I want to try and get as much as I can. If people come in and they need something, as an example, as a real estate person, if I have an agreement and I have any form of a stopgap where I can stop somebody from doing something, right? I have a covenant and an agreement, and they come to me and they say, would like to do something, but you have us restricted. If I do that, they usually have to pay. Now, in the case of Intel, it was interesting, but I hope I'm going to have many more cases like it. Intel came in. I met with the gentleman. I had a lot of respect for him. He came in under a little bit of a cloud. I liked his story. I thought he was good. I think he really means to do a good job with Intel. I said, I'd like to ask whether or not you'd give because the story, a lot of people said I invested in Intel. I didn't invest, but I invest my heart in it and my soul because I want the country to be strong. But I said, I'd like you to give 10% of Intel to the United States of America. Not to me, to the United States of America.
A few reasons I just don't agree with it. I just don't. I think yes, you're a business president, you're a real estate president. Other people that follow you are probably not going to keep those tactics going on unless that's something that's written into law and written into practice now. And again, I didn't agree with everything that my mama said, you guys. So check this out. Yeah, I'm disagreeing with that right there. And you guys can beat me up as much as you want because I don't think that the government should have any part of a company. I don't want to give them part of my company. Please, they're already taking enough in taxes. Keep on moving forward, you guys. All right, well, we got this now. Let's keep on. Let's get into some Ghislaine Maxwell situations where she tells the deputy that now she want to throw somebody else under the bus. She told the deputy that Naomi Campbell has gone to Epstein's island. It's funny how she likes to pull everybody else under the bus. And why you pick Naomi, huh? Why are you picking certain people? She got certain people that she's saying certain things about, and the other ones that she's just being very picky for. Oh, I don't know anything about that person. I don't know if they were there. Yeah, okay, let's go.
On that flight, do you know him from any other thing?
No.
Naomi Campbell?
Yes, I do know Naomi. And I knew her before I met Mr. Epstein and the former President Clinton.
Do you know whether Mr. Epstein separately knew Ms. Campbell?
I think he probably met her through me. That, I imagine.
You probably met her through me.
For those three, Mr. Tucker, Mr. Spacey, and Ms. Campbell, did they ever travel to...
Chris Tucker, Kevin Spacey, and who was the last one they said? Chris Tucker, Kevin Spacey, Naomi Campbell. They're asking if they ever traveled there. And if you wasn't on these flights, how you know, ho? Yeah, excuse my French, but we can curse after 3 minutes.
any of Mr. Epstein's properties, the island or New Mexico?
Not Mr. Tucker, well, no, not to my knowledge, Mr. Tucker or Mr. Spacey. Naomi Campbell may have.
To where?
She may have gone, well, she certainly, well, I believe she visited him in Palm Beach, and I believe she may have gone to the island, and she may have gone to see his house in New York, whether she went to New Mexico or Paris as well, maybe. They were friends, or friendly.
Were you, what you just said she may have, were you on those trips?
I don't have any independent memory of that, so I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Do you know...
Her relationship, her friendship, you're making me use your word.
Mm-hmm.
her friendship, whatever, with Mr. Epstein was independent of me.
Her relationship was independent of her. Okay, a whole bunch of Sean Ye. I do not believe anything that you're saying, homegirl. And then the laughing tactics, that's the buffering for her to try to find some more lie to add on to her bull crap. She's been, what they call that? She's been, somebody sat her down and said, we gonna get this right so you don't make a mistake when you actually do get questioned. We know that you've been processed, boo. We're not stupid. Keep on moving forward now because the Trump administration takes action on commercial drivers' requirements. Let's get on over to Sean Duffy as he holds this press conference. Yes, and I'm happy about this because of what just happened down in Miami with that, they're giving away licenses to anyone. I think this is a fantastic practice. This is the last one I owe you guys before I get to the comments. Let's go.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for coming out today. By way of introduction, I want to introduce you to Jesse Ellison. He is the Chief Counsel for our Federal Motor Carriers mode here at DOT. As we start, I just want to take a moment and thank President Trump for his leadership in the executive order that he made clear that we're going to put safety in America first on our roadways.
There we go.
We appreciate his leadership.
Yeah.
By way of taking a trip down memory lane, it was in May that DOT put out a rule that indicated that we were going to take out of service truck drivers who were not proficient in speaking the English language.
I have to stop it there because that's my question, and that's what I'm gonna do a thumbs up and a thumbs down to, if you guys don't mind, because I got to come to the comments anyway, and I want to talk about this. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that everyone that has a license should be able to read and write the American language? No, speak and understand the American language, English language. I'm sorry about that. Thumbs up if you think that all drivers should be able to speak English as well as understand all English writings as well as numbers, travel signs, road signs, and those things as well. If you don't think it's necessary, give me a thumbs down, you guys. If you think that they should be able to, thumbs up. If you don't think that they should, and it's nothing, it's not important because they can drive anywhere else, they should be fine, thumbs down. Want to see what you guys have to say about that by the time I get to the comments. And yes, I'm paying attention to the thumbs up and downs.
We announced that in May, and it was going to go in, it did go into effect at the end of June. Now, when we did that, there was a lot of press that complained to us that we were being unfair to people, that we were being mean to people. Okay. And what we said was, no, this is a safety issue.
2 thumbs down.
Making sure drivers of very heavy 80,000-pound rigs can speak the language is truly a critical safety issue. And some complained about it. We implemented it at the end of June, and all of us in America saw what happened in Florida, where we had an individual who we tested this individual after the crash, but no doubt could not speak the English language and could not understand road signs when he was operating that very deadly rig.
Wow.
And so
thank you.
We at DOT and federal motor carriers, we are not going to tolerate states that don't comply with the rules that come from this department. And so we are going to, first of all, we've identified several states that have not been in compliance. That would be Washington, California, and New Mexico. Those are the three states that have not complied with this rule, which, by the way, this driver in Florida had received a CDL in Washington, California, and was pulled over in July for speeding, and no doubt couldn't speak the English language. And law enforcement in New Mexico did not take his rig out of service. So this one driver touched all 3 states. Based on our review, they are not complying with our rule. And so phase 1 for us, which I'm announcing today, is
that's what they're doing.
We are going to give these states 30 days to come into compliance with truck drivers speaking proficiently the English language, or we're going to look at federal funding that they receive under the Motor Carrier Safety Assistance Program. So I believe California is 20 million or 30 million? 30 million. Washington is 10 million, and New Mexico is 7 million.
So they're talking about taking the federal funding when it comes down to the roads, and I bet you they get right now. When they start talking about taking that funding, you know they're going to try to throw an appeal in there somewhere, guys, because you know that's going to happen. Oh, we're going to appeal this. But when it comes down to speaking the English language, being able to read road signs, this man could do neither. The one that caused that terrible accident that killed 3 people. Y'all do me a favor, double tap that screen to get those likes up to let everybody know that we here, what we got going on. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, do your boy a favor, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like, hit that notification bell so you know when we're on. Let's keep on moving forward now because we got even more to do. We got to get back to Kristi Noem, who's exposing the reality of Kilmar Abrero Garcia. How many of you guys think that you're happy that he actually got arrested? Because honestly, a lot of people felt that it was a slap in the face when they saw him just walking around and everything like that, right? Especially after the charges that he's been brought up on. But I would have to say that people are thinking both ways, and people have, you know, both sides of the coin right now. They're feeling bad about it. There's people that are happy about it. So I would say there's mixed emotions on this topic.
Mr. Abrego Garcia has filed a new lawsuit in the Federal District Court for the District of Maryland, challenging his current confinement and challenging deportation to Uganda or to any other country unless and until he's had a fair trial as in an immigration court, as well as his full appeal rights.
And just a short time ago, a United States District Court Judge, Paula Zines, temporarily blocked the United States from deporting Abrego Garcia. The judge has ordered a hearing on Abrego Garcia's suit challenging his deportation. It's unclear how long this temporary block will last.
Come on, Wonder
Former
Woman.
Governor of South Dakota, now Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, joins me. Nice to see you, Madam Secretary.
Yes, great to be with you, Greta. Thank you for inviting me.
Somebody said something smart. First of all, thank you, and I will keep popping off and doing this because we definitely want to get to the bottom and follow up on what's going on. Number two, who is paying for his attorney fees? Where are you getting all this money from?
For starters, he's not here legally in this country. Is that right? I mean, that's where this sort of starts.
That's correct.
Yesterday, you guys told me that he was here legally. All right, y'all did tell me that he was here legally, so okay now.
And he is off the streets. Thanks for all the work that President Trump has done and the people he's put in place who enforce our laws. This man is a suspected terrorist, known to affiliate and be friends with MS-13 members, spend time with them, has been arrested before and suspected of human trafficking, extremely dangerous individual, a known wife beater. This is someone that should never be free in the United States of America, and bringing him to justice is incredibly important to the safety of the American people.
That's what they're going to do.
So why is he still here?
You know, I would say because the liberals and the left and elected Democrats and activist judges have gone to the mat defending this terrorist, an individual who was out there partnering with other criminals to break the law and to create criminal activities against vulnerable Americans. They have stood with him and fought for him just to oppose President Trump. I'm just shocked every single day by the amount of individuals that are extreme, extreme liberals who are opposed to President Trump. That
all I want to say is this: that's 2 minutes. Even though you Wonder Woman and we rock with you, we get it. But that's your feeling at the end. But what I want to do is, so I don't lose my thought, is to make sure that we understand that. I don't know how many people saw the actual tape, the video of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, as he was driving the vehicle with a bunch of guys inside the back of it. Every one of them, not one of them had paperwork. They were all illegal. They had no idea where they were really going. They said that they were going to do construction. They had no construction equipment and no construction clothes, no boots, no hard hats, no nothing. They said they were driving somewhere. Then they asked them about where they were going. Oh no, we just came from over here. Which one is it? Make up your mind. And then after that, they're saying that they had him several times doing the same thing. Then the beating, the bills needing of his wife. They've got that where she went to the precinct and said nobody was helping her, and the family was actually intimidating her to the point where she was fearful to say anything and even further. So with that, also with the maraschino cherry on top, which is the number 3 that I'm about to say, which is the fact that they're saying that he can't go back to his country of origin because he's MS-13 and because MS-13 is going to go after him. So if he's not a threat, why can't he go back to his original country if MS-13 is after him? Questions that need to be answered. We're going to keep on moving forward, you guys. Lies, 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 says someone. I saw that, and you have your right to say that. Noam shot her dog. Okay, it is illegal to just drive in a car. No, it's not illegal to drive in a car, but it's illegal to drive without your license, which it took me almost 10 years to get because I was a terrible driver. Why didn't Trump do time for the 34 felonies convictions? I have no idea. What else we got? We got Batty. Who we got over here? Bugatti. Facts. Thank you for one of the real people with the glove standing up like this out of the smoke. We got one person standing up with the glove up like this, and that's Rebecca Lanyen Bueno. She got a lot of crap going on around her, but I see you, Rebecca. I see you out there, boo. Let's keep on moving forward. That's why we rock with you. We're gonna keep on moving forward right now. And yes, I did have my opinion on that. And I want to state my opinion on it because I do have my opinion on that. Like I said, when they were walking over here with all of those caravans and all of those people, you guys were laughing about that, making jokes of us and what was going on. And they weren't coming to your cities and taking certain things away from you, trying to take your accounts and things like that. I had to deal with that here in New York. So y'all can meet me at the airport and get my bags. Talking about real life living and dealing with these illegal criminals in New York, where I live at every day. If I want to go have a problem right now, all I got to do is go down to 42nd Street, walk from 42nd to 45th, and it's on, and it's with one of them. So y'all can meet me at the airport and get my bags, or come walk with me. If y'all think it's like that, come down here and let's go downtown and let me show y'all something. Let me show you something. Yeah, Fire Marshal Bill style, and I hope you're ready. But if y'all ready to make some money, 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 no, we ain't quitting right now. We got $400 inflation refund checks that's being mailed to New Yorkers. Let's go, y'all. I'm hoping that these checks go to some more people, not just New Yorkers, because everybody needs these checks.
Well, it isn't often that the government gives you a refund, but that is exactly what will soon happen for millions of New Yorkers. Inflation refund checks will be mailed out this fall, but critics, including many of you, say it's not nearly enough.
What's $400 going to do?
The check is in the mail, or at least it will be soon for more than 1 million Long Islanders. The state is set to issue inflation refund checks, and you could have yours by mid-October. The refunds are part of the state budget passed by lawmakers earlier this year. They're designed to offset increased sales tax payments that you likely paid due to inflation.
It's going to be upwards of $400 for families. We're going to give it back directly.
So who's eligible for an inflation refund? First off, you had to file state income taxes for the year 2023. Then it depends on how you filed. Single filers who earn $75,000 or less will receive a check for $200. Joint tax filers who made $150,000 or less.
All right, you out of here. Y'all playing. That's like giving somebody $10. Get out. I don't even want to know about this crap. They serious? Come on now. Woo, that was crap. I'm sorry, but if y'all want to hear about that $200, $400, go somewhere else and hear about it. I just don't even know why I put it up there. We're going to keep on moving forward. Let's get on over to this cartel kingpin. Ishmael El Mayo Zambada. Whoa, he got a serious name right there. He pled guilty to drug trafficking, and guess what? He got locked up, and they're definitely not letting him out. Let's go on and get into this action right here. I think he did a plea deal, and I think it probably was the smartest thing that he could have possibly did anyway.
We're here to announce a landmark victory for the Department of Justice, our law enforcement partners, and the United States of America. As you've heard, drug kingpin Ishmael Zambada Garcia, also known as El Mayo, has confessed to a lifetime of crime in service to the Sinaloa Cartel, a foreign terrorist organization. Thanks to the relentless work of our prosecutors and our federal agents, El Mayo will spend the rest of his life behind bars. He will die in a U.S. federal prison where he belongs.
Jesus Christ.
His guilty plea brings us one step closer to achieving our goal of elimination of the drug cartels and the transnational criminal organizations throughout this world that are flooding our country with drugs, human traffickers, and homicides. Under President Trump's leadership, the Department of Justice is on the front lines of this fight. We're standing shoulder to shoulder with all of our law enforcement partners to dismantle these narco terrorists. And that's exactly what they are. They are narco terrorists. El Mayo was one of the most prolific and powerful drug traffickers in this world. His partner was El Chapo. They were co-founders of the Sinaloa Cartel. They brutally murdered multiple people and flooded our country with drugs. Their reign of terror is over. He will never walk free again. Over the last 3 decades, El Mayo and his accomplices made billions of dollars, hundreds of millions each year. They were attorney in the Southern District of Florida, Jason Quinones, U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Texas, Justin.
Yep, life in prison. I think he made a deal for the rest of his family and stuff like that. Then his nephews and them came out snitching, told on each other. Then they became a big war. That's a war going on right now over there, you guys, because now whoever was left, they're fighting over the territory. They're trying to, like roaches, trying to get the crumbs or whatever's left. So yeah, and then you got this big war going on with the United States, who actually deemed cartels terrorist organizations. I hope I don't want to get in no trouble by saying nothing like that, because I know how they get down when they say certain words. But yeah, that's what we got going on, you guys. We got to keep on moving forward. Do me a favor, double tap that screen if you appreciate the content that we got coming out. We got to get right back over to Washington, because we got another man that's been locked up for burning an American flag. Don't get me in trouble for this. It wasn't me. I'm talking about YouTube for being so sensitive. I'm reading off what I see going on here. And I think this fool here deserved to be arrested, and he should have been arrested for not just lighting a fire or making a fire in a public place. I think he should have been arrested for the fact that he set the flag on fire. Yeah, my father fought for that flag. Stop playing with me. I would have just walked up and put it out. Yeah. I would have, yeah. This is when Bugatti get the charge, and I can't do our bottom line tomorrow. You guys find out and hopefully help me with my bail.
President, we do this for respect for our citizens and our constitutional rights. I'm not putting it out. I can burn it. It's my right. Executive order that President Trump put forward today. According to that executive order, I should be in prison. Fire now. Starting fire, so we can bring it over here. The second thing is to show that this president and his lackeys do not believe in the First Amendment right.
Yep, I hear you, Kyle. I might be wrong for it, but what he's doing is wrong too. You're right.
Within what?
I believe you're right, and you got the right to say that.
Brick, and you get detained.
I hear what you guys are saying, but good. The same way, understand this, the same way he can say and feel the way he wants to, I can feel the same way I want to. The same way you guys can put your comments there and say what you want to say. That's what this platform is about. We don't always agree over here. Huh? Nope, that ain't what we do, because if we always agreed, we'd be lying and we wouldn't be really getting to the bottom line of things. This is how you have a conversation, exactly like this. Why do you feel that even though he's a veteran, it's okay for him to burn the flag? Well, see what I'm saying? That's how you have a conversation and create dialogue. The reason why we created our bottom line, and the way those comments is going crazy right now. You're not supposed to always agree with everything I'm saying. You're a human being. I'm not supposed to agree with everything you do. You might put the peanut butter back the wrong way. You might squeeze the toothpaste from the wrong side that I don't like. So what? But that don't mean that I'm going to throw you away with the bathwater because I don't like you, because that's what I'm talking about. Humanity. Let's get through it. That's why we made the platform. Keep on moving forward now. What we got over here? We got this Texas situation where the FBI arrested a North Texas woman, Cindy Rodriguez Singh, and she deserves it. She deserves it. Future, you deserve it. Yeah, she deserves it, y'all. I'm so happy that they got her for what she did for this little boy. Terrible situation for her son's murder. This one here, I know y'all gonna agree on this.
His mother, accused of killing her 6-year-old son and escaping to India for 2 years, is now in the Tarrant County Jail.
Cindy Rodriguez Singh is charged with capital murder, other charges as well. Fox 4's Dion Anglin joining us now live with more. Dion.
Hi there. We understand that she is booked in the Tarrant County Jail under the name Cindy Rodriguez. And just in the past 5 minutes, the chief of police for Everman just walked by us here on the sidewalk. We had a very brief moment to ask him if he had a chance to talk with her yet, if his investigators have had a chance to talk with her. The chief told us no, he is not. They have not. And they were here and spent most of the day in the district attorney's office. Captured capital murder suspect Cindy Rodriguez Singh, now back in Tarrant County.
Priority 2 is make a determination of whether or not you can figure out where the child's body is at.
Attorney Russell Wilson is not involved in the case. However, he offers a glimpse at what we could see following the extradition as well as the state's prosecution. The 40-year-old Everman mother is accused of killing her 6-year-old son, Noel Rodriguez Alvarez, whose body has never been found. The federal charge? In 2023, Rodriguez Singh fled the country with her husband and 6 other children. Unlawful flight to avoid prosecution. But that charge now will most definitely take a back seat.
The most serious charge would be the state capital murder case.
On Wednesday, the FBI announced their top 10 fugitive was in custody at an undisclosed location in the U.S. after being captured in India.
Prosecutors may be evaluating the case, since it is a capital murder, to determine whether or not they would want to seek the death penalty. So you either have life in prison automatically as a punishment for a capital murder conviction, or in some cases in Texas, you can be face the death penalty. So I think those analysis will all be running kind of at the same time.
Wilson says it's possible Rodriguez Singh has already been appointed an attorney, and the process of getting her back to Tarrant County was swift.
I think initially there's going to be a much closer evaluation of the facts and circumstances surrounding the child's death. So remember, for capital murder, you have to show very specific things, not just a death, but you have to show a mental state that accompanies that intends to cause or create the death. And so depending on what that evidence is, I think will kind of depend on the direction of the case.
6-year-old Noel had a history of health and developmental issues and was last seen in October 2022. The whereabouts of Rodriguez Singh's husband are unclear, as are questions about whether he too will face charges.
Crazy situation right there, you guys. I'm talking about this lady been on the run for 6 years, ran with her husband. I mean, what would he be thinking while he's running with her? Like, what did you do to my son? Don't you have any morals as that child's father? Even though there's 6, I mean, you got 6 kids, that's the 7th? I mean, come on, y'all. Even though it was a long time ago, I like to pray for the child's soul, as well as the people that actually care. And there's other brothers and sisters, hopefully they get through this terrible time and be able to move forward. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. Terrible story right there, you guys. Sorry to have to report something like that. JMO, $78.99. Thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat. We look at that like $100 because you ain't have to give me a jack. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Keep up the good work for it. Thank you so much, you guys. Keep on moving forward. We got this slain social network media influencer, Ariela Meja Polanco, who was targeted, the police say. That's not too far from where we're at right now, you guys, this location. I don't know if you know about this woman here. She was I think one of like Tekashi 6ix9ine's girlfriends, and she had a really good following on the internet, social media influencer, and they got a little more information on what happened to her and why she probably was targeted.
With the family of a nightlife influencer desperate for answers. Who wanted her dead? Tonight, investigators say they are making progress. Ariela Mejia Polanco was gunned down 8 days ago while driving her Mercedes SUV on the Cross County Parkway in Mount Vernon. Tony Aiello has this update from Westchester County Police.
She had 500,000 followers on Instagram and was a nightlife icon at clubs including Opus Lounge in Inwood. 33-year-old Ariela Mejia Polanco somehow became a target.
Investigation today, we do believe she was targeted at this time. One person.
Chief James Luciano says Westchester County is working with the NYPD and FBI Safe Streets Task Force after the August 17th homicide. Mejia Polanco shot dead on a Sunday morning on the Cross County Parkway, alone in a Mercedes SUV she had shown off on social media. You believe she was driving, she was shot while she was driving, and the car just kind of stopped on the side of the road.
That's what we're surmising at this point in time. We're still trying to confirm that again, just piecing various pieces of information together to solidify that.
The victim had displayed stacks of cash and fancy jewelry on social media. Mejia Polanco was a close friend of controversial rapper and former gang member Tekashi 6ix9ine. Police are tracing her movements and activities in the days leading up to the shooting.
We review everything of the victim's history to see how it ties in, if it's related in any way.
Police say they are making progress, but don't want to release too much information to safeguard the investigation. Visitation for Mahia Polanco will be Sunday at a funeral home in New Jersey. Surviving family members include 2 young daughters.
All right, y'all. Like I said, not too far from where we're located in New York. Yeah, we can actually go right over to that location in about 15, 20 minutes. We can walk, or we can take the car, go right on over there if you guys want to do some investigative reporting. But I kind of got an idea what's going on here. Don't want to talk too much. A lot of money, a lot of jewelry, a lot of influence going on. Could have went a whole bunch of different ways. Seems like there's no robbery going on there, but there could be something going on with drugs or some sort of a possible robbery robbery in the proceeding. How you probably got all those riches and things. You never know, y'all. You know what things pan out to be after a while, after we follow these stories. And that's what we're going to do. Keep on following the story. Let's get on over to Houston. Anybody have Wells Fargo? Because if you got Wells Fargo, I need you to be really careful, especially because older people trying to prevent you guys from losing money. This one grandmother was targeted from a bank scheme, and she almost lost $23,000, you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna try to prevent you guys from losing money from these crazy harebrained schemes that these people are actually stepping to your older family members with, that you should probably let them know what's going on about it. Check this out right here.
A retired grandmother almost lost, I said almost lost $23,000 in a very elaborate scheme involving Wells Fargo Bank. She got her money back, though, after Fox 26's Randy Wallace got involved.
You recently retired.
I did.
You got grandkids to play with now.
I do.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm excited.
What's not great is what Lori Kimball says happened on April 29th. She got a phone call, and she says Wells Fargo appeared on her caller ID.
She said, it looks like we may have some fraud going on. I said, oh, no.
She's telling you charges that you did make.
I did, and I thought,
how do they know her charges? Thank you so much, Liberty and Justice, for the $4.99 super chat for your favorite host working hard. I'm going to go get me some Starbucks with that. Thank you guys so much. Let's keep on going.
she knows my account, so
How did they know her account information? Come on, guys, y'all smart. I don't know all of this stuff. How they know her account information? How did they know how to call her? What did they do? Find some receipts in the garbage?
figured she was authentic. We're going to come to your house and take the card and cut it up right in front of you. And she said, then we take it.
How quickly did she show up?
Right away. She was barely off the phone, the caller, and there was a knock at the door. I told her, I said, this is so sad, these things that are happening to people. They're stealing their money. And
she brought some scissors with her, y'all. She literally was flipping scissors around. We know this, Sean Ye. You're gonna cut everything except the code part. It's gonna fall on the floor. You're gonna give up or put everything in the bag, and you're gonna slide off with that and be like ting 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 everywhere you go. Or you're just gonna put it back together, or just use the numbers off the card. We're not stupid. Come on, Grandma. You can't be so gullible.
she said, yeah, but aren't you glad that we're catching them? And she looked me straight in the eye and said that. So that she said, yeah, but aren't you glad that we're catching them? And she looked me straight in the eye and said that. So that.
And she was the thief.
She was.
You recognized her from our previous report, long brown hair?
I did. She was on the, I guess the person's ring, and I thought, that's exactly her. 100%.
Just a couple hours after our interview, they tell you you're getting your $23,000 back.
He did. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think all of your help and everything, and it's just, I can't even believe it. It seems so surreal.
Somebody said, if somebody from my bank come to my house, I'm calling the police.
Just does. Makes me want to cry.
Hey, I'm glad you got your money back.
Thank you so much. Oh my
You're
gosh,
welcome.
you have no
You're
idea.
so welcome.
No
You're so
idea.
welcome. Now, there's still an ongoing police investigation into Lori's case and the other cases that we've highlighted. And
that lady was brazen enough to come to somebody's crib, to come to somebody's house, to come get the card and act like she was going to cut it up. Y'all, so I'm telling you right now, they out to do anything. I don't know how they found the lady information, called her, made her believe. Once they told her stuff about her own account, she believed it was them. And then the caller ID said Wells Fargo. Oh man, that was crazy. Keep on moving forward because we got to get on over to goofy Ghislaine Maxwell, who's been asked point blank about Epstein's 50th birthday book. She says that she doesn't know, she doesn't remember, and because it was too long ago. Even though Jeffrey Epstein made her the producer, meaning that she had to put everything together. He was going to call the people for the letters, and she was going to orchestrate to do all of the binding and put everything together. But all of a sudden, Ghislaine Maxwell is like, I didn't do that. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Lies, boo, lies.
While we're on this topic, just again, I know we're jumping around. We've been going at it for a while, so I apologize. But there's recently been reports about a birthday book that you assembled for Mr. Epstein, I think for his 50th birthday in 2003.
That's true.
What do you know about that?
So,
Get it together.
my mum did a birthday book for my father at his 60th. And when Epstein would talk about his 50th, he said, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I said, well, that's a nice thing. So my mum did this book for my dad.
So she's basically telling Epstein about a book that her mom did for her dad or during his 60th birthday. And that's when he said, you know what? I'd like to do the same thing. Another thing I like for you guys to pay close attention to is I guarantee you when Ghislaine was around Jeffrey Epstein, she never called him Epstein. That is grooming right there. That's the other side of grooming. That's her people sitting her down and getting her PR ready. That's them saying, do not call him Jeffrey. It's too personal. Yeah, and we don't want that on audio. We not stupid. Y'all think we dumb? Well, guess what? I'm peeling that part of the onion back. We're not dumb. Whoever got her ready said, don't call him Jeffrey. You think she ever was really hanging around a man she was with and was calling him Epstein? That's like somebody saying, hey, Jackson. Hey, Jack, and you together with him? Stop lying. But yeah, we know that you've been prepped. Something that you guys probably didn't notice, but I did.
He said, I love that idea. He said, can you help coordinate it? And he organized he called a lot of the people himself. I coordinated the putting together of the book. And in some instances, I called people to ask them to contribute.
What was in the book? Like, what was the ask of the people you called?
It's his 50th birthday. Say anything you want on a piece of paper.
Okay.
I mean, nothing more than that.
I mean, it was an obvious question, but you basically, his folks were invited to send something to you to celebrate his birthday.
Yes, to say happy birthday with like have a wonderful day or something else. There was no ask, but I wasn't responsible for everybody in that book, and there were people that he would ask himself to contribute.
She said, I wasn't responsible for everybody in that book. That's, again, what they call that, y'all, all of a sudden trying to moonwalk your way from responsibility, right? Moonwalking away from responsibility, Ghislaine. Nope. Ooh, I should have been a lawyer because I'd have been like this. I'd have been like, you finished? All right, now let me ask you another question. Damn, I missed my mark. I probably still got some more time to do it because I could smell Shawnye. That's what we call it. Bullshit. We know, we could smell the bullshit. Stop playing with us. Liberty and Justice says, hit those likes just like, hit those likes, y'all. What else we got over here? They still be doing the exact same ish if they weren't caught. 2025 wouldn't be the business as usual and busier than ever. What else you got? We got Sky over here that says, I don't believe her at all and I don't trust the interviewer either. There you go. What else you got? What you got, Casey? Disassociating. That's why you got the glove, yo. Come on, another glove, because y'all be knocking them out the park. Y'all don't be playing. There you go, Casey. Casey, how you do it with one word, though? Casey just stepped up and said, disassociating, huh? Oh, I would have used that in court. I would have been like, so what we're doing now is called disassociating, you guys. That's when you try to eliminate yourself from responsibility, even though, we would have laid that down. It would have worked that together, Casey. Let's keep on going now. Because now we got the family of the Epstein accuser. He slams Ghislaine Maxwell's DOJ interview. Virginia Giuffre's family says that the allowance of Maxwell to speak is giving her a platform that she should not have had. Let's keep on moving forward, y'all. She definitely, she got a good platform right now. Where all of a sudden, she's trying to turn things around in her favor because she's got an appeal coming up.
Now to the outrage over the 9-hour Department of Justice interview with Ghislaine Maxwell, convicted of sex trafficking. Tonight, more of the audio here, what she says about President Trump, about former President Clinton, and about claims there's a Jeffrey Epstein client list. As the family of one of Jeffrey Epstein's accusers blasts the interview now, saying the Department of Justice is allowing Maxwell to rewrite history.
True.
Here's Aaron Katursky.
Tonight, the anguished family of Jeffrey Epstein's most vocal...
Try to lie and say that's a fake picture. I do Photoshop every day. I could tell you for a fact that it's real. Bust her right there. You see right behind her head? You see that shadow that's actually still there? There's no cuts. That's an automatic sign. There's no breakage around her body at all. No, nothing. I mean, I could doctor some work up as far as covers. You guys have been looking at my thumbnails for a whole year, and I've made every single one of them. That's been me. This is not Photoshop. I've been doing Photoshop for 20 years.
accuser says the Justice Department's, quote, bizarre interview of Epstein's accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, gave her a platform to rewrite history. The family of Virginia Giuffre furious after DOJ released audio and transcripts of Maxwell's 9-hour sit-down with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, who used to be President Trump's personal lawyer. In the interview, Maxwell, who was serving 20 years for sex trafficking, proclaimed her innocence, insisted she didn't witness any inappropriate behavior by any of Epstein's powerful friends, and set a long-rumored list of Epstein's high-profile...
So you really think that all of these pictures, all of these times that you together, Ghislaine, with Jeffrey Epstein, you're calling him Epstein. Let's look at the little things first. You're like, why are you worried about it? Yes, that's important, just to know how much she's been prepped. Because if she's been prepped, she's tainted and she already locked up, got all this time she got to do. We know what you did, homegirl. And yes, I will take the trouble over here, our bottom line. You want to send some cease and desist paperwork, that's some stuff that I'll really be going for. I have no problem fighting against this one here. No problem. Let's go.
clients does not exist.
There's no list. There's never been a list.
And you never heard Mr. Epstein talk about such a list?
Never.
Maxwell was also asked about President Trump, who had a decade-long friendship with Epstein before their falling out.
I never witnessed the president in any inappropriate setting in any way. The president was never inappropriate with anybody. In the times that I was with him, he was a gentleman in all respects.
But she also contradicted Trump's claim former President Bill Clinton went to Epstein's private island 20 times.
You're not aware of President Clinton ever going to the island?
He never, absolutely never went. And I can be sure of that because there's no...
If you in power, I'm going to fall back. If I could throw you under the bus to give some sort of ambiance, like I'm kind of being truthful, come on up under here, Naomi. Come on up under here, Alan Dershowitz, who's coming next. Maybe didn't like him so much. We're not stupid.
No way he would have gone. I don't believe there's any way that he would have gone to the island had I not been there. Because I don't believe he had an independent friendship, if you will, with Epstein.
At the outset of the interview, the Deputy Attorney General telling Maxwell she shouldn't expect to be rewarded.
By you meeting with us today, we're really just meeting. I'm not promising.
Yeah, we're just going to move you to a minimum security prison and we're going to sit you there for about, let me see, 3 years and counting. 6 months? Yeah. By the time President Trump's leaving the office, I'm looking to see if there's going to be a pardon. I'm going for it right now. I'm predicting it. I think she's going to sit in that minimum spot for minimum amount of time, 3.5 years, and get a pardon. Smack everybody in the face. Terrible situation. We still got more. Ghislaine says that Alan Dershowitz and his wife went to Epstein's Island. Funny how she's only admitting to the knowledge of some of these people, but not all. Let's keep on moving forward. That's why the title this morning says, Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell. Does anyone believe her? Because I know we don't. Remember Jay-Z was like, we don't believe you. You need more people. No, we don't believe you, boo. Let's keep going.
Alan Dershowitz?
What's the question? With Alan?
Yeah, all of a sudden.
And then Alan Dershowitz?
What's the question? With Alan?
Say it again?
What's the question?
Do you know Mr. Dershowitz?
Yes.
Do you know whether
She's not
you
a
know
good
Mr.
liar
Epstein?
for
You know
it.
the nature of their relationship?
I definitely do know Alan. I'm just trying to remember if I knew him. I'm trying to remember how I met him, and I met him separate from Epstein. I don't remember. So that I have no recollection. I remember, I know that he was Epstein's lawyer.
Epstein.
I don't know if they had any.
You hugged up on this dude and you still on this Epstein stuff. You know, you really, and I'm talking about she been working in her cell, Epstein. It ain't Jeffrey no more, it's Epstein. It's Epstein. I gotta take Jeffrey out of my mind because I gotta separate myself from him. I can't make it seem like we cool and it don't, that's, I got you.
Relationship prior to that, I don't remember. Oh, I do, actually. So, I think they met at the same Martha's Vineyard through Lynn Forrester now. I think that's what happened. I think that's it.
You think?
And why do you think that?
Because it just put to my head.
Okay. And did you?
Every time she want to lie, she laugh. We figured you out now, boo.
You said that Mr. Dershowitz was Mr. Epstein's attorney. Do you know whether they also socialized?
So my personal memory of when I remember I have two distinct memories with Alan. One is with him and his wife at the island.
And why are you calling him Alan and not Mr. Dershowitz? Why are you calling him Alan and not Mr. Dershowitz all of a sudden? You was calling everybody else by their last name. Gotta, come on, man.
And I
It's
actually
the
remember
little
that.
things.
And I remember, I think going to his house in Boston. If he had a house in Boston,
I think they let her know what they like to hear and admit powerful people.
Did you ever observe
Mr.
Mr. Dershowitz doing anything inappropriate with young women around Mr. Epstein?
Never.
Did you ever hear anybody? Did anybody ever tell you that he had done anything inappropriate?
Absolutely not.
Get out of here. And then she had the nerve to say that he was impotent. I'm not talking about important with an R. Basically said that he had a heart situation where he had to take pills, so he couldn't have 6. Yeah, after the number 5, he couldn't have 6 with women because he had a heart condition. So what all the charges come from? How he get arrested for it? Oh man, she really tried to, and y'all on point. I love it. I see how y'all on point. Y'all not going for this crap. Let's go, y'all. Nah. You a good detective. For real, I ain't playing over here. My mother used to tear me up. I used to have to be on point around that lady. She was the better detective than me. Did you go in that kitchen and mess with that macaroni and cheese? No, I ain't had no macaroni and cheese at all. Talking like this, I ain't had no macaroni and cheese. If she on the side of my mouth, no, I ain't had no macaroni and cheese, ma. Boy, if you don't stop lying, and let me tell you something, you think my hands are big? I get it from my mama. My daddy ain't had big hands. My mama did. Little short woman from South Carolina. She was no joke. Boop bap, put men on their back. Wasn't no game, yo. Shout out to mama. God bless you. Thank you for everything. You're the reason I do everything that I do. Why I carry myself this way. Why I'm respectful and resourceful. And I make sure that I carry myself to make sure that even though you're not here, you love the way that your son turned out. That's why I do what I do. So keep on making sure that they respect me. Let's keep on going, y'all. Let's get on to San Diego, where we got Boosie. Boosie Badass has pleaded guilty to a felony with an Epstein's charge. Remember, Boosie is on the Fed's radar because he beat them before. Let's go, y'all. Let's keep on going. Do your boy a favor and double tap that screen to get those likes up. Let's get this work. Let's go. Let's go.
On to a little more serious news here. A well-known rapper with a big following on social media could be headed back to prison after he pleaded guilty to a gun charge in federal court today.
Boosie was arrested during a traffic stop here in San Diego 2 years ago. CBS 8's Kelly Hesdahl joins us live downtown. Kelly, you were in the courtroom. You also spoke to Boosie. What can you tell us?
That's right, and his legal name is Torrance Hatch. Now, a lot of times defendants don't really want to talk to us if they're still going through court proceedings, but he was fine with it. He says he accepts responsibility for what happened, and he's ready to move forward.
I want to put it behind me. I want to get it behind me and get on with my life. You know, it's a lot of things this case has stopped me from doing, traveling all across the world, making. So I just want to get it over with, and, you know, accept my guilty plea. I'm ready to get over it.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
Just say a prayer for me. I just need prayer. I don't need nothing else. Yeah.
And his attorney provided us this video of him performing on stage. Now, Hatch, known as Boosie to his fans, now awaits sentencing. He's a father of 9 kids. His fiance was with him in court today. So some background on this case. It stems from a traffic stop in San Diego in May 2023. Hatch was arrested in Choias View after police found 2 guns inside a vehicle he was riding in. Now, the state charges were eventually dropped, but the feds then pursued a case against him because he was a convicted felon in possession of a firearm, which violates federal law. Now, the 42-year-old rapper announced earlier this month on social media that he was going to take a plea deal. And so this morning he went before a judge and entered that guilty plea. So here's what his defense attorney told me outside court.
I am optimistic for Mr. Hatch. He, as you just explained, wanted nothing more than to accept responsibility and put this behind him. And now it's my job to make sure the court understands the scope of the case and what the case is really about. And more importantly, all of the amazing things that Mr. Hatch has done for the community, continues to do, and the amazing things that he will do going forward.
He's hoping to get like 2 or 3 years out of this, you guys. Hopefully that's what he's like actually looking to get. I think that's some sort of a plea agreement that they probably pre-talked about. So there's a possibility that he gets about 2 to 3 years. Sad part about this is he's got a lot of responsibility, a lot of real estate. He's got a lot of kids. A lot of stuff happens when you don't have the right people in play. When you get arrested, 1 year is a lot of time. 2 years is a whole lot of time, especially when you're running a business and trying to keep their things afloat to take care of your family. So we hope that good things come to Boosie. It wasn't a bad situation where there was any harm that came to anybody. So yeah, we hope that he gets out of this and keep on and get himself together. Keep on moving forward. Now we got to go to Minneapolis, where this woman was pow-powed after speaking too loud to a group that was outside of her home. I guess she was like, "Can y'all keep that noise down? Keep it down out there." Next thing you know, boop bap, hush your mouth.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Tonight, I'm Randy Meyer.
And I'm Kelsey Carlson. Our top story, a woman was rushed to North Memorial Hospital overnight after she asked a group of people in front of her home to quiet down. They responded with gunfire.
She is expected to be okay. Our Babs Santos is live in Minneapolis this evening. And Babs, law enforcement still has not found the shooter.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Randy, Kelsey, that shooter still has not been found. Meanwhile, today we spoke with 4 families on that street and saw 2 videos that gave us a pretty clear understanding of exactly what happened overnight.
I heard some voices, and when I went to look out the front window, that's when the gunshot started roughing and I hit the ground. I ain't never been that close to a shooting before.
At least 3 families we spoke to told us they also dropped to the ground.
Whoa.
As around 3 in the morning, multiple shots rang out.
All I heard was gunshots.
What they believe was automatic gunfire, somewhere between at least 20 to 40 shots in response to a noise complaint.
It was a lot of gunshots.
Damn.
This man showed us the damage done to his SUV, riddled with bullet holes from the front to the back.
Damn.
Its 2 front tires now flat after a situation that he recognizes could have been much worse.
It's a vehicle.
So basically what they was trying to do was hit everything, the cars and all of that, just to make sure they say, if this your car, boom, you get it. If this is that, you get it too. All of this over a noise complaint. Lord have mercy. I don't think I'm going to be making any noise complaints no time soon, you guys. Come on, y'all. We got to get on over to Chicago, if I'm not mistaken, with this group that stole over $100,000 in designer purses from Mag Mile Nordstrom. Yeah, they got new laws that they put back in over there, you guys. So I hope you know that it's back down to $300 that you're going to get convicted for. It used to be $1,000, but now they put it back down to $300.
Running out of the Nordstrom in River North with the designer goods.
Our Jermont Terry is always investigating, live off the Mag Mile, looking into the retail theft trend. Jermont.
Joe and Erica, this crew is accused of stealing more than $100,000 of high-end purses from the Nordstroms. Now, you might recall when Eileen O'Neill Burke became Cook County State's attorney, she made retail theft a felony for anything $300 or more. So tonight we're looking to see if that has slowed down this trend.
Nope, watch this.
It's just before 7. People are clearly on the sidewalk, yet that didn't stop this crew. They're caught on camera jumping into vehicles right outside the Nordstroms off the Mag Mile.
All right, these guys just robbed, I don't know. Oh, they robbed Nordstrom.
In the viral video, people looked on recording the brazen act as this crew rushed out the store after ripping off dozens of designer purses. By the time Chicago police responded,
I feel like a real Chicago. That's a stolen car for sure. Here's another guy that thinks.
the thieves were long gone, but the impact of their actions long-lasting.
These are professional thieves.
Investigators say the organized retail theft is big money, too. We're talking a $1 billion industry. Last month, CBS News Chicago showed you how the Cook County State's Attorney was the helm of the nationwide crackdown, which netted 500 arrests, all from people stealing from stores and selling the goods at much cheaper cost.
These are people who do pre-surveillance on stores, no store policies.
And they know what workers can and can't do. In the Nordstrom's theft, the crews encountered security, but was still able to get away. Last December, the Cook County State's Attorney quickly rolled back Kim Foxx's policy. Retail theft wasn't a felony unless it was $1,000 or more.
Crazy.
But Eileen O'Neill Burke reduced that back to $300.
Yeah.
Earlier this month, the Cook County Sheriff's Office arrested a trio accused of stealing $10,000 from Lululemon stores in the city and burbs. And when we examine Chicago,
they're just so brazen with it. They do it in front of people. They dare the people that work there to do anything about it. And then as a result, what happened? Our CVS's and our Walgreens closed. We got to wait all the way in the aisle and press a button just to get some deodorant. Bing, boom. We standing there like this because the deodorant is in the glass back there and we can't get to it. We want one simple thing, a little bit of deodorant, but we got to call for a manager or somebody to come over there with the key. Or hold on a minute, you guys. Like, I'm not a thief. You kidding me? You got to go through all this to get some Sure? Oh, man, let's go, y'all. This is crazy.
Chicago police numbers in District 18, which encompasses the Mag Mile. So far, there have been 1,107 felony thefts, down 3% from the same time last year. And when you look at felony theft citywide, it is down 16%.
I don't care about it. Still send the National Guard over there. Whatever. We need intimidation on the streets for a little while. Call me what you want. Y'all like, for real? Yeah, we need some intimidation because the cops can't do nothing. And the criminals know it. Oh, we going to run up in here and go for free-for-all. First of all, the COVID money done ran out. Whatever they bought, them cars and those vehicles and all that jewelry and stuff, they sold that already. Yeah, the PPP came in, all that's gone, and whoever got locked up got to deal with that or pay it back. People broke out here. Plus, on top of that is tariffs. A bag of potato chips right here, about this big. Yeah, $2. What's that about? $1.50 for an old 50-cent bag of potato chips? I think Wise might be watching the show now because they starting to put a little bit more potato chips in the bag. Yeah, I think we're getting a little more notice over here. Somebody done said, look, hey, Wise potato chips, you might want to pay attention to this guy because he really throwing y'all under the bus. 50-cent bag of potato chips looking like you're supposed to give it to an infant. Come on, y'all, let's keep on moving forward. I'm gonna push, what we got right here? I'm gonna push to add Trump to in a push to add Trump to Mount Rushmore? Imagine if they try to add Trump to Mount Rushmore, y'all. What y'all think about that? How many people think it'd be a good idea to try to add Donald Trump's photo, his bust, to Mount Rushmore? You guys you think that Donald Trump should have his face on Mount Rushmore? Thumbs up. A lot of people are calling him the greatest president ever. If you don't think that he should have his face on Mount Rushmore, thumbs down. Thumbs up if you think Trump should have his face on Mount Rushmore. Thumbs down if you think that he should not. Let's get into this story right here because where is Mount Rushmore anyway? I used to always think it was in Montana, but I don't have no problem being wrong. Y'all tell me where it's at. I don't know.
Mount Rushmore, an American icon.
Did it just blow your mind? It was a little overwhelming when you first see it.
Untouched for more than 80 years, there is now an effort by some supporters of Donald Trump to add his face to the monument.
I think history is going to show that he's in the same pantry.
Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna has a bill in Congress that would add Trump to Mount Rushmore. Interior Secretary Doug Burgum left open the possibility.
Will we ever see President Trump's face on Mount Rushmore? What do you think?
Well, they certainly have room for it.
But the practical reality is much different. Dan Wenk is the former superintendent at Mount Rushmore.
You can't change somebody's work of art.
Over the years, people have proposed adding faces to the sculpture, from Susan B. Anthony to Ronald Reagan. Wenk says the answer is always the same.
It doesn't matter because it can't be done.
But aside from the historic, political, and artistic reasons against changing Mount Rushmore, there's one big barrier, and it's non-negotiable. I wouldn't want to be messing with Mount Rushmore.
From an engineering and geological perspective, adding any face is near impossible. A close look shows the mountain filled with deep fractures, like this massive fracture that runs right by Washington's head. Paul Nelson, an engineer who worked on the mountain, warns any new carving could cause serious damage.
But it's not something that can be messed with. Is that fair to say?
No. Yeah, I wouldn't want to start blasting or carving rock.
While the mountain looks deep and wide from the front, a side view reveals a massive valley behind the sculpture, leaving very little room to carve. For perspective, Roosevelt's head is 100 feet behind the original granite.
You have to remove so much rock that once you remove the rock to get something competent, there's just not any rock left.
So that's not going to happen no matter what they say. They said it already. The last person popped up and was like, so no matter what people are saying, it's not possible to do. Cool thought though, right? Got a lot of people up here with a lot of thumbs up. Some people are saying that they would like to see Donald Trump's face on Mount Rushmore. Let's get on over to this little girl where her life was saved. We got no audio here, but do you guys think that if it wasn't for this one lady that was outside selling these fruits, that if it wasn't for her, that this little girl's life wouldn't be saved? Because check this out real quick, you guys. Don't know if you ever saw this before, but watch this. And sometimes there is a bait person. Watch really closely. How they say? Watch till the end. So now it's like, I'll help you pay for it. I'll buy the ice cream for you. Rubbing her hair. Trying to skip ahead for you guys. That's because I skipped. It's gonna come back. Sorry, guys. Hold me down on this. Because this is the most important part. Come on. Never know what's gonna happen. Kind of thinking this might be fake too. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Did they set me up on this one? Because you know they be making all these fake videos. But even if it's not, still got to be careful. Never know. Could have been something there, could have not been. I don't know. Let's get on over to India real quick, where this is a real situation. I could tell you this one is real because she's going crazy. And this is the power of a mother right here. I'm talking about a mother that uses that humanoid instinct where if her baby go up under a car, she going to lift that thing up and you're going to wonder, how did this mother get so strong? This right here is one woman that's preventing 2 thieves from breaking into her house in Punjab, India. Check this out. This one is real. Three robbers try to break in a Punjab woman's. She stops them alone. She's digging. She's going in to keep these people away from in her house. She stops 3 robbers from breaking into her home. She's screaming the entire time. Now watch her babies come out. Watch her babies come out. She's trying to get some help to move the couch. Watch how strong this. Look at watch this. By herself. And she's gonna keep on screaming at the window so that her neighbors can know something going on. She picked up her phone. This one is real right here, no matter what. Telling her kids to hide. Every time she approaches the window, she screams loudly with all of her might to make sure that her neighbors hear her. Not only that, the closed CCTV footage shows that she's blocking the door with all of her strength. She moved that couch by herself, y'all. So she basically walking around like this with her phone. And she's still screaming just to make sure that they know. I'm in here yelling, so somebody gonna come. She's doing that to make them scared and scare them away. That lady made a human ADP alarm. What? I don't know. I might want to get that alarm downloaded. Like, do you have the frequency to put this audio and just turn it all the way up? Have it like, Anytime somebody try to break in your house, use that audio for the alarm sound, y'all. That was real right there. Y'all see how she pulled that couch over there, wasn't playing by her babies? Don't play around with mama. Mama get that deep down strength. And it come from nowhere to save them babies. Please, don't play with mama. She was on her own side. She was her own siren, the original siren. Brittany, I'd miss me in the day. No luck neighbors are busy with their lives. Yep, you seen that, right? If this is ICE, they don't come here legally and they won't happen. Look up in the 14-year-old girl in Scotland, Mayeen Summers, who protected her 12-year-old sister from grabby pervs. Yep, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. When they get that deep down instinctive protection, that lady wasn't playing. She took that couch and said, damn you, come here, son of a bitch. Get over here. All right, come on, y'all. We got to keep on moving forward. We're going over to Utah. We got remarkable women, 3, that found $10,000. How did they do it? I wish I was one of them because $10,000 sounds really nice right now. Would you guys go on a scavenger hunt with the possibilities of making over $10,000? This happened 2 days ago, but I thought you guys might be interested in checking it out.
Well, imagine finding a wallet with $10,000 inside. What would you do, huh?
What would you do? Would you turn it in? What would you do? I need to know. 10 grand. Would that help right now?
Well, 3 Utah women found one, but not by chance.
What a discovery. They cracked the clues in the Bank of Utah's Where's the Wallet cash quest. In tonight's Remarkable Women, our Alyssa Royster met up with them to find out just how they did it.
I just started screaming, I found it, I found it. I yelled back, are you serious? And she went, yeah! We're like, shh, you're gonna get mugged.
Mom Jeanette and daughters Stasi and Coley still can't believe they were the ones to find the Bank of Utah's hidden wallet. And this wasn't just luck. It was late nights, early mornings, and a whole lot of detective work. I mean, after all, $10,000 was on the line.
So any spare moment we had, we were sending clues into the chat and like, hey, you look into this, you find the trail for this. It was all day, every day.
The first clue read, it's got so much flavor to fill you with glee.
We're like, oh, what do you add to your food for flavor is salt.
Then came, you'll know you're on track when it gets gritty.
And that's like famous for, Salt Lake's famous for the grid.
Clue 2 dropped the names Henry and Thomas.
So we started researching Harriman and found out that Thomas Harriman and Henry Butterfield founded the city.
And that's when one trail stood out.
Of course, it's butter knife because it was yellow fork and knife, and then the founder was Butterfield. So I was like, of course, it was going to be on that trail.
And sure enough, that's exactly where they'd find it.
As soon as we got cell service, we did not call the bank. We called our husbands. And they were like, no. My husband was like, laugh out loud. And I was like, no, for real, and he was like, I want proof. And so I held up the cute little wallet. And he was like, no way.
Even the bank was surprised.
I got the call, and so I was just like, I wonder who this is. And when I picked it up and they said they found it, I was just like, kidding. I was like, you found it already?
Typically, the bank says it takes people at least 6 weeks to find. But these women found it in
6 days.
Wow.
All thanks to determination and one husband's manifestation.
My husband, he pre-bought stuff because he thought we were going to find the treasure.
So while they pay off those purchases, they'll also be packing their bags.
We're going to Hawaii.
Yeah, girls. 10 big ones, y'all. Oh my God. You think y'all could figure out something like that? Like if we do the hour bottom line scavenger hunt for $10,000, you think that'll work? But y'all, I'm gonna have y'all on some real scavengers. I'm gonna have y'all on the New York City subway. Y'all gonna be like, you know what? I'm not even gonna be a part of that scavenger hunt. I'm not going underground in New York. What am I, a rat? Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to keep on moving because I got more for you. Y'all thought that it was over. No. You know, we got to show the love to the rescue pitty, who's her mom's biggest helper. And you know, this is my favorite dog. This is my favorite pet. I've had tons of them growing up. I've also bred American XLs as well as Staffordshire. Something about their eyes, their faces, and the way that they look at you. Forget about it. Make you want to give them all of the money in your pockets.
Where do you find these things? Oh no. Every morning she would run outside, come back inside with something. She was 9 months old when we got her out of the shelter. She was underweight.
Just need you to eat some food though. That's what I need.
We just could not get her to eat anything. As soon as I started incorporating more raw foods, she became extremely enthusiastic about her meals.
Look at that face. Look at that face.
Maya grabs her food bowl probably 4 or 5 times a day. Good morning. She'll actually yell at me with the bowl in her mouth. She sounds like a little Chewbacca.
Wiggle if you want peanut butters.
She is just a ball of wiggles. She just looks like a little dancer. Sometimes it's more of a shimmy. Her little body can't contain how excited she is in the moment that she wiggles, and then she just explodes like a little bomb. Just seeing her enthusiasm every day grow stronger and stronger toward mealtime was just the best thing.
Just trying to get some work done.
Got your bag? You're such a good girl. Can we bring it to the table, please? Maya started helping us remodel the house. It makes work more interesting. It became a little bit comical when I was trying to paint and I turn around, my paintbrush is missing, and there's Maya.
Talenti's salted caramel truffle layers.
Yeah, y'all. Like I said, we love the animals over here, especially pit bulls. That's why I had to steal one for myself. I like pit bulls, especially the XL bullies. They are my favorite. It's just something about them. Like I said, I'd give them all the money in my pockets if I could. Love them to death, you guys. And if y'all trying to make some money, all y'all got to do is hit that link in the description. And today you'll make up to about $750 because I made sure I went and found the best that I could find. I think it's up to $650 today, actually. Let me fix that. $650. Filling out a survey. You guys will make some money and I'll make some money too. Also, if you're trying to promote your business, you're a mobile lawn care doctor, you might be a barber, I don't know what you do. Send your promotions over to us at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. They have to be in a 1080 by 1080 form in order to fit, because sometimes we try to put any photo in there, it's not gonna fit. It's gotta be the right size, y'all, in order to fit. But make sure you subscribe to the channel and you're already a member. Right now is a good time to hit that like button. Go ahead and turn on those post notifications by hitting that bell. And yes, become a member of the channel if you already haven't done so. Go ahead and hit that membership. Become a member, you guys. Also, next coming up, what we got coming up is a location for Bed-Stuy. That's right. What we're going to be doing is the Show Your Talent search again. And we're going to keep on doing it until we find every single talented person in all 5 boroughs. We've done good in Queens already. So we got to get on over to Brooklyn. We got to hit up we did the Bronx as well, but we're going over to Brooklyn and Bed-Stuy, and we're going to get a location where we can do our Show Your Talent search, where I am the host, and you guys, it's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. You guys come out and show me your talent, and boom, you make $250 on the spot, and then the last final person is going to make $1,000 once we get the location and once we get everybody together in the Manhattan location, you guys. That's what we're doing. We already did 1 location. I think that was, well, actually 2. We did L&W, that was in Queens and Valley Stream, and then right after that we went to Throg's Neck and we had DJ Don Dada. We're looking for another location right now in Bed-Stuy, so Brooklyn, step to the front of the stage. I'm going to be there, and then I'm getting right the hell up out of there once it's over, because y'all know I don't mess around with Brooklyn. Just a joke. I'm going to still show some love. Got to go everywhere no matter what. Can't be scared to venture out and move around. And with that being said, you guys, y'all know what it is. It's Wednesday. God gave us another day to get up and get it right. Problems present opportunities. We don't always do it right. We don't always get it right. But as long as we get another chance to bang that nail and get another chance, we get another chance to wake up again, we appreciate it. And that's what we do over here. We appreciate it. We appreciate you as well, Sky, Liberty and Justice, Casey. We appreciate Rebecca, Lon Yen Bueno, also Mark Dorfman, Mr. Spilker. That's right. Everybody that comes here to the show, we appreciate you guys. And with that being said, until Thursday, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, y'all know what it is. Get 'em! Peace. One.